and the omnibus. So I was forced into the Archers when I was a child. And look, it's come back to bite me later on. I'm awash with this stuff.
The Archers is the world's longest-running radio show, with more than 15,000 episodes broadcast. Despite being a rural flavor show, The Archers is recorded in the heart of...
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're plunging into a set of sources that give us this incredibly tight snapshot of a community.
A really concentrated one.
Yeah, it's basically 2 days, just 2 days packed with these immense pressures. You've got this huge conservation project on one hand.
The kind that takes a year of planning.
Exactly. And right alongside it, you have these deeply personal, really challenging family crises just exploding.
It's a fascinating look at logistics, really. When you break it down, you're watching two different kinds of engineering projects happening at the same time.
How do you mean?
Well, you have the literal technical engineering for this rewilding project, bringing beavers back into the ecosystem.
Right.
And then you have this emotional engineering, the work it takes to build or fix or just survive these fractured family relationships when they're under so much stress.
So our mission today is to cut through all that noise and give you a really quick but deep synthesis of what's going on.
We're going to unpack three main threads.
Right. First, the imminent arrival of the beavers. Ecologically great, but a logistical nightmare.
Then there's the utter chaos of a big family holiday getting organized.
And finally, a relationship crisis that just comes to a head with a very badly timed surprise visit. Let's start with the beavers.
Okay, so this rewilding project, the first thing that really jumps out from the sources is the timeline.
It feels compressed.
Very. I mean, they've been talking about it for about a year. Rex, Phoebe, and Kirsty are leading it. But the actual construction of the enclosure, that only took a couple of months.
It's a big enclosure.
It's huge, 5 hectares. So the fact that the beavers could arrive as soon as this Saturday, well, it puts a ton of pressure on Rex and Kirsty.
Because the inspection is tomorrow on Friday.
Exactly. It's all coming down to the wire.
And the technical side of this, it's not just putting up a fence, is it?
Oh, not at all. You can't. Not with beavers. Their whole thing is digging and building. So the sources are very specific about the fencing.
It's called a skirt.
Yeah, a skirt. And it has to go 90 centimeters. That's nearly 3 feet straight down into the ground.
Wow.
It's a serious bit of work. That deep trench is there for one reason, to stop the beavers from just, digging their way out.
And across 5 hectares, that's a massive job for a couple of months.
A monumental job. And that's not even the only barrier.
You mean keeping them out of the main river?
Right. There's a brook next to the enclosure. So to stop them from just swimming off, they've installed these steel rod grills.
How deep do those go?
2 meters.
2 meters?
Yeah. It's a serious, hard barrier. So tomorrow's inspection with the advisor is basically to make sure this whole complex system is, as they say, up to scratch.
It makes you appreciate the stakes. So if you get the go-ahead, what happens next? When do they see results?
Well, that's the cool part. The beavers get to work almost immediately. The first signs, like felling trees, you should see that within weeks.
And the long-term goal is the dams.
The dams are the payoff. They slow down the water, they cut down on erosion, and they just fundamentally make the soil quality better for the whole area. It's controlled chaos, really.
Controlled by 3 feet of underground fencing and 2 meters of steel. An amazing contrast.
It is.
Oh, and before we move on, there's a quick mention of something else happening on the land.
Ah, yes. Grand's art installation.
Right. We don't know much, just that it's a sculpture of some kind.
And the location is a complete secret. So you have this rewilding project happening right next to this artistic transformation. It adds a nice little layer to it all.
Okay, so from highly structured engineering to, well, the complete opposite.
To sheer family momentum.
Exactly. Let's talk about Phoebe. She's back home. The sources say she's looking huge, and she's only there until Sunday.
And then she's off to Scotland for this big family holiday.
The logistics of which sound intense.
They do. Her partner, Brody, he's not going.
Smart move.
Strategic one, anyway. He's working right up until she pops, so he can get the most out of his paternity leave. But that means the whole burden of managing this trip falls on her family.
And specifically on her mom, Kate, who sounds like she's a lot.
She's running the Kate regime.
What does it mean?
It means a strict schedule. Phoebe says it's like a retreat. Yoga every morning, walks every afternoon. Kate is buzzing with organizational energy.
But the sources give us this incredible piece of context about Kate, don't they?
Oh, this is the key to understanding her. This neurotic, super organized mom who's worrying about Phoebe forgetting a bobble hat
Yeah.
is the same woman who gave birth to Phoebe in a tent
Get out of here.
at Glastonbury.
No way. The same person.
The very same. So the free-spirited, unconventional young mom has become this hyper-organized control freak of a grandma-to-be.
That's a wild transformation. It really reframes her whole behavior.
It does. It feels like she needs that structure now in a way she never did before. But of course, that need for control is slamming right into the chaos of organizing this holiday.
Because the plan keeps changing.
Constantly. Kate's in a total tizzy. First, Hazel decides she's coming after all.
So the whole room plan has to be redone.
The whole thing completely rejigged. And then, even bigger news, Phoebe's granddad is now not coming.
Oh no, why?
His gout has flared up. The long drive would just be too much, so the whole family dynamic for the trip is just thrown off days before they're supposed to leave.
It's the classic domino effect of any big family plan.
Totally. But
Introducing the Archer's Mug, where elegance meets everyday comfort. Crafted from premium white ceramic, designed with vibrant peekaboo colors inside, simple, modern, and stylish. Start your day the Archer's way, with warmth, familiarity, and the comfort of voices you've come to love. As the stories unfold on the Archers, let this mug become part of your daily ritual, a small reminder of life in Ambridge. Practical for every home, dishwasher and microwave safe. Available in 2 sizes, 11 ounces and 15 ounces, designed to fit your lifestyle. Enjoy your favorite drink in a mug that connects you to Britain's most beloved countryside story, The Archers. For more information and to order your very own The Archers mug, follow the link below and make it part of your daily routine.
all that, we get one little bit of outside news.
About Lily.
Yeah, Phoebe mentioned she caught up with Lily, who's moving to Australia for a year.
For a warm Christmas. It's just another one of those contrasts, isn't it? One person can't make a drive across the border, another is moving across the entire globe.
Yeah, it really puts the different scales of life changes into perspective.
Okay, so we've moved from logistical chaos to emotional warfare.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. If the beavers needed physical boundaries, this next segment is all about emotional ones.
And it all happened so fast. Amber and George are on a short lunch break.
George is topless. He was just working out. He even jokes they have like 25 minutes left. That's how relaxed they are.
And then the door opens.
And it's Amber's dad, Mr. Gordon. He says he's just dropping off some posts.
Which is clearly not why he's there.
Not at all. He drops an absolute bombshell. He reveals that George went to see him yesterday.
Behind Amber's back.
To introduce himself, and Amber is, you can imagine, she's furious. She feels completely double-crossed.
What was George thinking?
Who knows? Maybe a desperate attempt to be the peacemaker, smooth things over.
It backfired.
Yeah.
Badly.
Epically. And it gets worse. The second her dad drops that bomb, her mom, Kate, shows up.
With lentil soup.
With lentil soup, claiming she just had a break in her classes.
Come on. The timing is way too perfect.
It's a total ambush, a coordinated parental attack. And Kate confirms it. She says she's very glad George did visit and that they all knew to straighten things out.
And this just brings everything bubbling to the surface.
Instantly, Amber doesn't miss a beat. She reminds her dad about the ultimatum they gave her.
Stay and give up George or leave.
And she just says, "So I left." That one sentence hangs in the air. That was the choice she made.
How does the dad respond?
It's sort of a half apology. He says they made mistakes, they were just concerned. He even admits they thought she would eventually come back.
They still don't get it.
Not really. And then he says something really telling. He says it's been very hard for the mom since Amber left, but she hasn't visited because it's hard for her.
It's all about how hard it is for them, not about what they did to their daughter.
Exactly. And that just cements Amber's position. She makes it crystal clear she is not coming back.
She tells them she and George are happy.
And then she delivers the final knockout line. She says, "George's family have made me see what a family should be like."
Oof. That's a powerful boundary to draw.
The ultimate boundary. She's chosen her new family system.
So where do they go from there, after a statement like that?
Well, the dad still pushes. He insists they all need to talk more. He proposes lunch for tomorrow, his treat.
Does Amber agree?
She does, but with one very important condition.
Which is?
Her mother, Kate, the one who started this whole ambush, has to promise she'll be there.
So she puts the ball right back in their court. Brilliant.
Forces the orchestrator to actually show up for the reconciliation.
What an incredible couple of days. We've seen this meticulous year-long plan for the beavers, with its 90-centimeter skirts and 2-meter steel grill.
All that technical precision.
And then contrasted it with this messy, immediate, chaotic, emotional engineering, all happening in the same 48-hour window.
And if you connect the dots, I mean, the sources really highlight that both kinds of engineering need boundaries to work.
Right.
The beavers need that 90-centimeter skirt to define their world, to keep them safe.
And Amber needed to say, I am not coming back.
Exactly. That was her boundary. That was her defining her own world and protecting her relationship. Whether it's technical or emotional, you need structure. You need a foundation.
We've watched this community try to manage nature, schedules, and these incredibly deep relationships all at the same time. It leaves us with a really interesting question for you to think about.
In this snapshot we've looked at, which do you think requires more planning, more deep digging, and more reliable control measures? The behavior of natural engineers like beavers?
Or the behavior of highly emotional, highly motivated family members?
Something to mull over.
Thanks for diving deep with us. We'll catch you next time.
So what are you doing now?
Just getting ready for the next episode. Just moving mics around.
So what do you do?
I do the spot effects on the arches. Any
Are you what we
movements
call Foley then?
and- kind of. Yep. That's,
Okay. And these are all part of the paraphernalia of production.
yep. That's the ball bar. That's.
This one.
Yep. That's.
Haley so wanted to be in their own place when their baby came. It's due in 2 months. Not much chance of that now. No. I mean, it would have been a stretch for them financially, mind, but I just wish there was something practical I could do to help them, Caroline.
I think The Archers has had this immense popularity over the years, basically because it has always very accurately reflected the reality of life and living in a rural community at whatever